Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel where today we're getting back into some Baldur's Gate 3 Tactician mode on our golden dragonborn paladin Kesteroam. So, last we left off we saved, I believe it was Arabella, the tiefling child, who was being kept by Kaga, who was basically punishing her for stealing their idol of Sylvanas, which is basically going to help them do the rite of protection, I believe it's called, which is going to like seal the grove off. But we just got off that, and also we happened to get some more gear. As you can see, we look a little different. Our armor, we have a new axe and a new shield, which helps us with saving throws. Yep, so it's the Safeguard Shield, +1 to saving throws, and Dragon's Grasp. It does have a conditional 1d4, so if the target is burning, I do an additional d4, but it's a standard 1d6 plus our dex, I believe. Alright, but let's talk to Kaga real quick.
Go on. Say it. You think I'm a monster?
Only a monster would threaten a child.
Yes, you would say so. I know your kind. You see only villains and victims. A viper bears her fangs defending her brood. I call her mother. You call her monster. No matter. I took back the idol of Sylvanas, and the rite is resumed. We will seal the grove, free from harm. Free of intruders.
Zevlor believes his people will perish on the road.
And mine perish if he stays. You showed great mettle at the gate. The mettle of a skilled sword for hire. I want you to provide your services to Zevlor. Offer to guide the Outlanders out of the grove. I'm sure they'll reward you well. They're to be gone before final prayer. If they are not, the Viper must strike.
Then it seems I'd best speak to Zevlor.
You will do more than speak. This tale ends but one way. With the Outlander rot cleansed, and the grove forever shrouded.
Let's go speak to Nettie.
I see you. Just give me a moment.
Wait patiently.
Vis medicatrix. There. It's up to her now. Life or death. Now, what was it you needed?
Healing. Looks like I came to the right person.
I do what I can. For most folks, that's enough. Come here. Let's have a look at you. You seem healthy enough. A bit tired around the eyes, maybe.
There's no good way of putting this. I have a tadpole in my head.
A tadpole? A mind flayer tadpole?
You know of them. Can you help me?
I'll do what I can. Come, follow me. I might be able to help. We need to be
that's
quick.
promising.
This way.
Oh,
This one had the same problem as you. Attacked us in the woods together with some goblins.
that is certainly opposed.
Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after.
Is everyone being captured by mind flayers these days? I didn't think it was a common experience.
Rather too common as of late. At least that's what Master Halson suspected. A pity you got me instead of him. He understands these things. Studied them. Still, we have options. All right. Let's see what we can do.
What's that plant? Will it help?
She shifts uneasily, hesitating. Something's off.
It might. But first things first. Tell me about your symptoms. Have you noticed anything strange happening?
It might? What aren't you telling me?
I'm telling you everything you need to know. Believe me on that. I want to help you, but I can't unless you work with me. So, has anything unusual happened to you?
I fell from a ship in the sky, but something caught me. It saved my life.
Protected from on high. Sounds like the drow. Master Halsin said he was tougher than he had any right to be. How'd you pick up the parasite? Halsin was desperate to find where all this was happening.
On a mind flayer ship, I was kidnapped and infected.
A mind flayer ship? But Master Halsin was sure. Look, you've been straight with me, so I'll be straight with you. You're dangerous. If you transform here, we're all dead. But you seem like a good soul. You deserve a chance to save yourself. This is a vial of wyvern poison. Swear to me, you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms.
I swear.
I hope it doesn't come to that, but thank you. Here. You know, I've spent my life treating folk and never once saw a mind flayer infection. Then suddenly, there's dozens of you. Maybe more. Master Halsin and I were tracking them, studying them, trying to figure out what the hells was going on. Because you should all be changing. There should be a small army of mind flayers out there. But you're not. Weird powers aside, you seem perfectly normal.
What do you mean, should be changing?
Mind flayers reproduce by infecting someone with their parasite. 7 gruesome days later, the victim transforms and a new mind flayer is born. The thing in your skull, though, it's different to anything in our records. It's one of their worms for sure. But this one gives you powers. Telepathic connections. And it doesn't turn you into one of them. Not yet, anyhow.
So you think it's only a matter of time?
Could be. But there's a lot we don't know. Infected, folks like you, have been converging on an old temple of Selûne. And I've no idea why. When Master Halsin heard the adventurers were heading that way, he saw a chance to get answers. Joined on the spot. Whatever he found there, he didn't make it back.
You think he's still alive?
I think so. I hope so. I've sent birds to find him, but they can't get close without goblins trying to shoot them down. You, though, you're one of them. Technically speaking, I mean. They won't kill someone carrying their parasite. If you can find Halsin and get him out of there, we can discover what he learned. And perhaps he can save your life. How's that sound?
All right. I'll find Halsin.
Thank you. It would mean everything to the Grove. To me. I wish I could tell you more. But only those adventurers know what happened out there. All I can say for sure is they all went to the old temple of Selûne. And Master Halsin didn't make it back. Good luck out there. And if things start to go bad, remember the vial. Remember your oath.
Ooh. Well.
Never tried it, and I hope to keep it that way.
Better a quick draft than Ceramorphosis nonetheless.
For sure. Anyway.
Better than becoming a mind flayer. Keep it, in case things start to go very wrong.
Oh, Volo.
Their confidence, if you insist. Ah, my good friend. You were at the gates just now, no? When the goblins came? You saw them up close? A few questions, if you please. There's no overstating my interest.
Fine, ask your questions.
Glory. Now then, how would you describe that particular batch of goblins? Size, nature, distinguishing qualities?
You search your mind, but remember nothing useful about goblin social order or behavior.
Give an exact description.
Goblins were of a rare, jam-colored hue and wielded magic blowguns.
A myth weaver. This man has no respect for truth.
And the dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver variety?
A brass or silver dragon would die a million deaths before allying with goblins.
Witnesses noticed red dragon marching at rear.
Last question, then you'll be quite free. Did the attackers rally to the absolute when they fell upon the gates?
I don't think so. I was concentrating on not dying.
Really? Well, this does complicate things. But then again, well, never mind. I've interrogated one, a captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiet in favor of someone called the Absolute. The scandal!
Hold your tongue.
Never you mind. I'm on my way to their camp as we speak. I always knew my studies in Gukliak would come to some use.
I think at this point, Kesteroam would just be done with him. What's going on, kid?
Shh. Listen.
You shouldn't be standing out in the water. It's dangerous.
Don't you hear it? It's so peaceful.
I don't hear anything. Come back to the shore.
No. It's just a bit of water. I only want to listen. Just a little closer. Yes, everything's gonna be fine once I get there.
Oh, no. Aha, missed me with that. Oh, I missed with that too. I've missed almost every single attack, which is getting real old. So, let's go out here real quick. Alright, that's something. And then we're gonna shield the faith on Kesteroam.
I'll skin you alive, you foul.
Did I lose an action for that? Wait. Okay. That's not what I wanted. I'll rip your throat out. Oh.
I will not know faith.
Good strike, good strike.
What now?
Do a bless on us. And then throw a divine favor on myself. Oh, wait. Was that concentration? Just wasted 2 spell slots. Dude. Can't believe we broke it. Ah. It just said I could move though. Okay.
What is this? I will have your head, Harpy. Strike hard, strike fast.
What? Hope the music changes as soon as concentration breaks.
Can you feel death's cold grip? Let's play.
And a miss from Astarion. I have a feeling we might be doing this one over. Just a feeling. The fuck did you give me? Wait. Okay, that's not bad though. Oh wait, no, just straight up dead?
I'm fury. I'm death.
I'm gonna do another something. Although Starion might be fucking dead at this point.
I need to hold on.
Get back in the fight, Kesteroam. For 1 damage.
Shall we cut and run?
Gonna keep on second. An action surge on that so that we can get a hit in. You should stop trying to cancel your turn. 17 on a firebolt? That's kind of wild.
Time to kill.
Please.
What happened?
And life is a terrible balance, with death being its counterbalance. And child did not deserve it, or do most people. He deserves a proper burial. Hopefully you will get that. In all my playthroughs, I never lost that kid. That shit sucks, man. A battle won, but not without tragedy. I think that would make Kesteroam want to fight even more. And honestly, I think that might haunt him for a while. As a man of justice and also just as a person who likes to do good by people. Well, I think it's off to find the Druid Halsin.
You ever scare me like that again, and I'll feed you to a knoll.
Mom, I'm fine. Stop it.
Our little Hellion told us what happened. Thank you. Don't know what we'd do without her.
I hope we'll meet again under better circumstances.
Likewise. Arabella?
Thank you for helping me.
Stealing the idol. What were you thinking?
I was trying.
Ring of Infinite Wishes, Ring of Resistance to Ends. Being really invisible. Oh. That's wonderful. That is great.
You ain't gonna shoot me. Your hands are shaking.
Put it down. She can't fight back.
That's the point. Get out of the way.
She didn't kill your brother, Arca. You're better than this.
Shoot before you lose your nerve, Tiefling. If you ever had it to begin with.
Fucking Kesteroam. I love that at every turn he's like, I'm a paladin. His goblin is in need of judgment. I should decide her fate.
I didn't ask for you to say a damn thing! Keep out of it!
Step between the crossbow and the goblin.
Looks like the Absolute sent me a protector. You gonna kill him too?
You, move!
What a line. This won't avenge Canon. It won't change anything.
You're right. I wish you weren't, I really do. Damn you. Damn it! Why do you care if a goblin lives or dies?
Because revenge eats people alive. You'll grant the goblins 2 victories this day.
Your soft heart will be the death of us. You'd better be right.
It's alright, Arca. Let's go.
I'm gonna bite the heads off your kids, and your birdies, and your dogs. Ain't sure why you're protecting me. Don't care, neither. It's too late to make friends, warg meat. My tribe's coming. They're gonna burn this pretty place for the glory of the Absolute and hang you by your guts.
Who is this Absolute you're so fond of? Your god?
Goddess. We're burning her name across the face of the world, we are. The Absolute is gold from the sky, she is. The blessing in the storm and the storm itself.
You've caught my interest. Have any poly literature on you?
My tribe can tell you everything there is to know. Absolute bless one of our own. Priestess Gut. Got a whole lab set up. Cooks up potions that fix our lads, no matter how much of a beating they take. Could probably stick your head back on if someone was to chop it off. Mighty booyog.
A goblin healer. We really are desperate, aren't we?
Well, I'd certainly like to meet her.
Get me out of here, and I'll tell you where to find her. Deal?
Actions have consequences, Zaza. Maybe use this time in the cage to reflect.
Suit yourself. Looking forward to seeing what your innards look like.
Let's see what's down here.
Something over there.
Ah. Stone door.
No sign of the others yet.
Oh.
I don't think that statue's eyes are glowing to provide illumination. Best be careful.
Boring. Let's find another one.
I wonder, actually.
Out of sight.
Could wake him up by chopping
Ooh.
him up.
I'm slick with it.
Yeah. Give him something to cry about.
Don't wear his voice out. We still need answers.
Slick with it.
Full of magic.
That's
Mage hand useful. Ayo.
for a man wearing elite.
That was actually, like, really good.
Oh, this was more fun when he was screaming.
One of them, at least. Alright, time for some fun. Gonna open up with our signature move. And our signature move is very effective. Be that a fireball to the face. Ooh, hell yeah. Get that sneak attack going. Ooh. But in return, missed me. Do a rush attack. Hell yeah. Oh, are these boys not in? Is Kesteroam not in combat? That's wild. This shot off here. Only 2 damage. That's kinda sucks. But signature move. What was I saying about that signature move earlier? That works. We're gonna move up a little bit. Maybe I can get a good shot off with Lyso. It's a 2. Another one. I don't know why I did that, honestly. It fucking sucked. Uh-huh.
I've got a long road ahead.
His breaths are shallow, his wounds deep. He doesn't respond to your voice.
Tactician.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I thought I was gonna die down here.
I'm surprised the goblins didn't gut you on sight. Why didn't they?
They were asking questions about a weapon. I told them the only weapons here are the ones the Foulbloods brought. I must tell the others what happened. I stepped careful. There are traps in these tunnels. And thank you again.
Whoa. That's a nat 20, baby. Hell yeah. For a 27.
Challenge.
Fell short just a little bit there. Dragon though. That's what I'm talking about. Fly trap. Chance to ensnare target if it is not a plant or a beast. Okay. I think we should do a long rest, actually. We are beaten up. Oh, is everybody wants to talk? I guess we'll go start with Astaria.
Do you mind? I was rather enjoying my view of the ceiling.
Pardon, I didn't mean to disturb such important work.
I'll forgive you. I'm mostly just thinking anyway. Reflecting on what tomorrow might bring. When we find the druid, will he know how to bring the worm under control? Will this little adventure of ours be over?
I mean, it doesn't have to be. We can still travel together if you'd like.
Good. I don't want you to run off just yet. You're quite the ally after all. Traversing Avernus, surviving the crash, surviving everything that's followed. I'm not easily impressed by people, but you're stronger than I gave you credit for.
Just trying to survive, like you.
Yes. We're more similar than I thought.
Are you feeling alright?
Oh, I was leagues away. I just need to get some air, clear my head. I'll see you later, I'm sure. Sleep tight.
What are you planning, little man?
A tingle runs through your head and down to your feet.
Ah, there it is. That shiver. Our little brainworms have made fast friends, it would seem. How do you feel?
Nervous. I don't like the idea of that thing in my brain.
It's natural to suffer a touch of worry, but an illithid worm should be causing more than mild anxiety. Before the illithid's unscheduled surgery, I'd felled hundreds of beasts and a fair few fiends. The tadpoles weakened me, suppressed greater talents, but beyond that, I've showed no signs of turning. No nausea, no pain, not even a hot flash.
Something special about us, or at least our tadpoles.
Indeed. Perhaps the worm's vat was poisoned. Perhaps we're uncommonly fit. Or perhaps the tadpoles are merely on holiday. We could conjecture all night. I suppose the why doesn't matter so much as the what next. And that answer is plain as the horns on a war devil's head. We get these things out. Let's get some rest. Dawn comes sooner than we think.
Tiring business, isn't it? All this traveling and adventuring. Why don't we take a little break? Allow ourselves a few moments of rest? Gives me a chance to talk to you about something, well, rather important.
Rather important, no less. Alright, go ahead.
We've been on the road together for a while now, haven't we? Survived some perils, overcame some obstacles. Ever since you were kind enough to free me from that stone, I've seen you demonstrate remarkable guile and courage. The way you diffused the tension between Zevlor and Aradin. The way you stood in front of a crossbow to prevent a murder. The way you got Korga to release the girl. In short, I've grown to trust you.
That's very gratifying to hear.
The reason I make a point of saying this is that I've grown confident enough to tell you something I've yet to tell another living soul, except for my cat. You see, I have this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly.
What kind of condition?
The specifics are rather personal, but suffice it to say that it is a malady I've learned to live with, though not without some effort. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside.
What happens if you don't consume these artifacts?
I'll spare you the finer details, but begins with a simple biological deterioration, muscle spasms, disorientation, a slight ringing in the ears, And, if left for too long, catastrophe. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, since before we were abducted. It's only a matter of time before my craving returns. That is why I turn to you. I need you to help me find magic items to consume. It is vital. Dare I say it? Critical.
I suppose I'd be happy to help.
You have my thanks. And fear not. Your implicit trust is well placed and will be rewarded with any and all means at my disposal. I'm sure we won't have to look very far to find what I need. Faerun overflows with magic-infused treasure. As do our packs, as a matter of fact. We've such an item already in our possession. Primed for the moment the need arises. I hope I can count on you.
Galek. I remember who I was in Kreshkalir. I was hungry to face my first Geich. My sword pined for their blood. Would that I were doing battle up there, among the tears.
What do you mean by the tears?
Next time you're able, look to the sky. Watch the moon cross it. The tears follow behind it. Rocky bodies tumbling through the sea of night. One of them is my Kresh. Kalir.
It must be quite a shock to leave your Kresh behind and arrive here.
Do you think me so sheltered? My entire clutch battled beholders deep within the eye of the sky. We infiltrated a Neogi spelljammer and laid waste to its crew. The tears span Toral's sky Venisk. There is more to this realm than this grassy pebble. But enough of this. You are wasting your resting time. Come dawn, we resume our search for a Kresh.
The leader of the pack comes to chat. What's on your mind? You must be pleased to have a clear path forward. The sooner we find the Druid house in, the better. I can't wait to get rid of this thing in my head.
So what comes next for you once this is all over?
The same. These parasites are proving suspiciously benign. But suppose I turn. What would you do?
No hesitations. I'd just have to end your misery. Then and there.
Wise. Though, I hope you'd miss me after I'm gone. I think I would if the positions were reversed. But you're right. If we're to make it through all this, there can be no room for hesitation. You're doing well. We should get some rest. Good night.
And we have made it to the end of the episode. Today was a day of tragedy. We lost the child to the Harpies. We really figured out what this world is capable of. And the events that have transpired has only made us move forward in our journey to retrieve the first Druid Housen of the Emerald Grove. But if you did enjoy today's episode, please do consider liking and subscribing so our channel may grow. Until then, peace.